The night before he left for one of his business trips, he kissed me like he was starving and whispered that he'd miss me. I watched him pack, folding his suits with the same care he gave to my heart, and I believed every lie he told me about endless meetings and late-night client dinners. It wasn't until I ran into his supposed boss at the grocery store and heard him mention the company's remote work policy, no travel for months, that a hot wave of suspicion hit me. Still, I told myself I was being paranoid, that love meant trust, even when my gut screamed otherwise. A week later, he came home with a sunburn and a new cologne, claiming he'd spent all weekend indoors. That night, in the middle of his shower, I found a hotel receipt tucked into his coat pocket, and suddenly the pieces started falling together, the sneaky phone calls, the new underwear, the way he always seemed distant after these trips. Confronting him turned our apartment into a war zone, voices ricocheting off the walls, accusations and denials flying until he finally broke and spat out the truth. His ex-wife, the woman he'd sworn he was done with, was waiting for him each time. And the kicker? She never even signed the divorce papers. All those weekends he was working, he was wrapped up in her arms, playing husband in a different city while keeping me on standby. I felt like the punchline in a cruel joke, a placeholder for a man who couldn't let go of his past, no matter how many promises he made me. The betrayal wasn't just about sex or lies, it was about being erased, disposable, while he lived a double life that felt more real than anything he'd ever shared with me. He begged for forgiveness, promising he'd choose me, that he'd get the divorce finalized. But the truth was, I didn't know which version of me he wanted, the woman he came home to, or the woman he escaped to. Leaving him wasn't about revenge, it was about reclaiming myself, realizing that the person I needed to trust most was the one I kept doubting, me. And as I packed my own bag, I finally understood, sometimes the real betrayal is staying with someone who never truly chooses you.